everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers have had a great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Bills going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
After the run, Smith going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Design run for their wideout. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
First carry for Wendell Smallwood. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he slides to avoid the hit. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kyler Fackrell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Shotgun now for Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that when their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Nifty move. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
10 yards still left on second down. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Bills. 56 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 23. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Third down, still 14 yards left. Here's Smith. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, this from 34. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Throwing on first is Wentz. The swing pass caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Rolling now is Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run. This is Allen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down. Right at the 20. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Spins by. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And some room to work. And he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll run with Allen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. In motion left goes a tight end. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They run with Morris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. 1st and 10. Here's Wentz. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he's got some space here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, here's Smith. Steps away to his left. Open here, Adam Thielen. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And an alley to run. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a carry here for Terrence West. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, here's Smith, escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Kyler Fackrell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Eagles have scored again now to extend their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And tough starting field position here. From the end zone, Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Here's Smith to throw from his end zone. Going deep downfield for Ross. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And he'll bang that one through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Third and long, it's Smith. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the run, Smith going to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down following the run. They'll toss it to Morris. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Morris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make the lead now 26. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now Smith on 3rd down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And now out come the Steelers. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. His way down to the 16. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Giants have taken the lead there late in that game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Smith now to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw on third down, Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving.